Chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah.
What's chaos, y'all?
Speaking of, fish.
Fish.
Oh my god.
Fish.
Fish. Fish. Fish. Fish.
So yeah, let's we can talk more epilogue stuff. That was crazy. That was wild.
What do you mean?
Those were, just for y'all's knowledge, that was an incredibly deadly encounter. Those were tier 3.
You
Telling
don't
us.
say.
Yeah, those were tier 3 adversary stat blocks, which I did not adjust. With the addition of Goldbrine having the ability to slowly give madness tokens to you over time, potentially.
Holy shit.
Um,
The fucking face hugger is so clutch.
That was.
The ratatouille.
If I didn't use the healing potions, I would have had 1 hit point left.
oh shit.
Which you would have died because you didn't.
No, I mean, I had 2 left. Now,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, and I
Yeah,
mean, if Fish hadn't been leading Goldbrine away from all of you, because Goldbrine did have to be, I think, within melee range to get their attacks off, then there certainly would have been more attacks on all of you.
yeah.
It would have been bad news. I honestly,
I did have another invisibility potion, though, so...
hell yeah. I wasn't sure how this one was going to end. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a happy ending or not.
As soon as
I feel like it was a bittersweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you shifted to be on the enemy team, I was like, we might TPK
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
final episode.
Well, so
It was
here
possible.
would
I
have
had
been
prepared for it.
the good news for you guys if I had gotten any attacks off against y'all. I didn't have any hope. And all of my spell stuff needs hope.
But you would have just been spending his fear instead, probably, I imagine, since you're a bad guy.
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't considered it. So, and also,
I mean, there was plenty.
I was already like shaped, right? So I wasn't gonna like drop that.
Wait, your shift it takes hope? I thought all your stuff was stress based.
So my
And that's why you were like, it's fine if I take these scars.
my beast form is all I can change with 1 stress, or something about I can spend 3 hope to do it without taking a stress, but that seems pointless because there's other shit you could do if you have 3 hope. But I haven't really used any of my like spell stuff because every time I did, I failed. So I just kind of gave up on anything that uses hope because I never succeeded, and that's purely my rolls. Like there's nothing wrong with them, but like it didn't work. So I gave up and went mad instead.
Yeah. Also worth noting,
The dice had a story.
in this combat, if anybody had died, you would have been basically brought back by Goldbrine on their side, so it just got
Yeah.
harder and harder for the remaining
Fun.
crew. Do you guys want to know what would have happened?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
So, if either you all perished or the consequence occurred during that final countdown, water rushes up around you, stirring gold coins, foliage, and bubbles in a storm of swirls around you. The darkness of the Wanderess presses in around you all as the immense suction of the massive Leviathan's descent pulls you further and further down. For a moment, everything goes still. You and your companions find yourselves in a familiar space, though one that you've each only experienced alone before. The face of a beautiful woman with soft features glints into view before you, getting closer and closer. When you start to realize that the face is much larger than even a giant woman's countenance could ever be. A single yellow eye opens on her forehead, and then 6 more surround her, letting off a faint reddish glow in the water. Then 12,
In honor.
40,
That was just-
hundreds of eyes.
Good.
So many so that you almost don't
Mommy.
notice the vast toothy maw until it's already surrounded you. You spare your crew one last glance before darkness takes you for the final time. Then warmth, comfort. You feel no malice or dread as you become one with Deep Jenny. As number of players eaten, more eyes blink open on the belly of Whalestrom Isle. And
Just
then
become ever watchful eyes.
yeah, and then thus ends the tale of Goldbrine's grave. So the idea is that like any of you that got suctioned in or brought onto Goldbrine's crew, essentially you get absorbed by Deep Jenny and become ever watchful eyes on her body.
Hell yeah.
Is that what would have happened to me if they hadn't successfully pulled me out of the water?
Yes.
Whoa.
For that.
Holy shit. Very cool.
That was really.
gym in honor of
yeah.
Macho Man's birthday.
I
There's
shouldn't.
no way those are good.
I mean,
Oh, they're past their expiration, but to be honest,
But it's cured meat.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. If my stomach wasn't the way it is, I would chance it, but probably
feel
not
you.
today. But yeah, it
Grip it and rip.
was neat. And it
The
was,
texture, I didn't anticipate.
Yeah, it's really dry.
very
I do like that. I like it more dry.
there was another one that I hadn't fully like typed out, but essentially if it was like a TPK and you had all been conscribed onto GOLDBRINE'S crew, then essentially Deep Jenny would become your pirating ship, and you'd go around using madness and controlling the seas to basically like
Hell yeah.
sink islands and plunder their treasure and stuff. And
Let's do
become,
that.
like,
So that's what would have happened if they had both hugged him and we were like, yeah, we're a part of your crew.
if you had all gone mad, yes,
Okay.
it would have been kind of like a Davy Jones situation, if anybody's familiar with that. But yeah,
I also really
I think we unlocked the best ending.
We did great, y'all.
I like that you kind of gave us an option, like those of us that decided to embrace him in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you were kind of like, you could, but you don't have to.
Yeah, like
could.
if you had gone fully mad in that moment,
Then yeah, I wouldn't have had a choice.
yeah. But yeah, it was like being at the crux of this source of madness, kind of like welling up to be GOLDBRINE, was the reason that if you failed that roll, then you would take 2 scars rather than 1. And that would have continued to be the case if he had been scratching you guys in combat and making you go mad during. But I want to deal some damage too. So it's one of the things that I really like about Daggerheart is like you, as the GM, spotlight. You can spend fear to spotlight creatures, but you can only spotlight 1 creature per unless they have a thing that says otherwise. So you have to be kind of choosy with what attacks you use. And some of them are really specific. Like this one was particularly tough to keep up with. I was using the demon stat blocks from the core book, if anybody is curious. So GOLDBRINE was the demon of hubris, a tier 3 leader. The shark-headed guy was the demon of wrath. Octohorse was the demon of despair. And Shrimpy was the demon of jealousy. Which they all have shit where it's like, if something happens near them, then this occurs. So like, when a PC fails with fear, the Octohorse can mark a stress to cause all other PCs within close range to lose a hope. That's called Your Friends Will Fail You. They all have really fun names too. All of the Demon of Despair's attacks or features are Depths of Despair, Your Struggle is Pointless, Your Friends Will Fail You, and Momentum. The Demon of Wrath has Battle Lust, which they used, and Retaliation, which they used once, and Blood and Souls, which starts a countdown, which I skipped over that because there was enough going on. But yeah, it's using that many of these in one combat is taxing on the brain for sure, but
Fucking with the dice that we were using was really cool.
yeah, I like that a lot.
Agreed.
I think the D20 actually helped us a lot more
Yeah.
than it hurt us because it gave you fear. Like, you were always going to be full up on fear, basically.
But it made it so that more of your attacks were hitting.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The lowest difficulty of any of these creatures was 17, and GOLDBRINE'S was 18. So it was
Tough.
not easy, and having that D20 really helped you guys, but also gave me so much fear
It
to
did.
spend.
I think really the crime that it committed was that it fueled my hubris. I was Odysseus on his journey. I was like, I will always win. Nothing can go wrong.
I mean, you're rolling 20s every single
Every time I was crushing, and then you were like, the scene has changed. And I was like,
What do you mean the scene has changed?
Icarus's wings began to melt.
It's really funny though. It's really funny that it worked out that way though, because we had talked a little bit previously about like what different endings could look like for Fish, and our decision was like, I think your decision was that the best outcome for Fish is going mad and becoming one with the ocean.
Yeah.
So in a way,
We all knew it was coming.
Fish's madness was like warmth
yeah.
to fish. I think to everybody else it was not.
It's like a warm blanket.
I do think fish probably like follows the ship like a dolphin, you know?
Yeah.
When dolphins follow the wake of a ship, probably just hangs out, waits for snacks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll throw you some fish all the time.
Maybe some rival pirates
Probably.
occasionally.
Talk about some of those clutch moves, though, man. The Ratatouille octopus. So good.
If ever I wanted fan art, it's octopus on Goldbrine.
Yeah.
But also your role on the triple attack was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
The triple attack.
'Cause I
another
rolled so
clutch
shitty
move,
on
I do love
like,
that that's what finished it off.
that you had all that hope that we were able to do that, like, in that moment, too. He gets literally shit out of a pile of gold, which is probably the most disgusting thing that we've played. And this is one of the most disgusting campaigns we've played.
Yeah,
Still, that
for
one
sure.
was the most upsetting to me because of the word sphincter.
Yeah.
That gold
Everything is a
cloaca.
sphincter, though.
It
It
is.
really is, but when he talks
Cloaca.
about it like that, and it shits out a person, like a
I
zombie
was only
lord,
thinking
like, ugh.
Ace Ventura 2.
Yeah, he struggles to get out of the butthole, the gold butthole.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But in a creepy way.
Yeah. When it all comes back to poplars. Or is that what they're called?
Poplars?
In Futurama?
Yeah.
The Slurm Queen. Or no, poplars are different.
No, the poplars you eat.
Yeah. The Slurm Queen is just makes the slurm out
Yeah.
of a sphincter.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yep.
Ugh.
Different
Which I was
different babies.
getting that vibe in the factory.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Everything
yeah.
was Slurm.
It was Slurm all
It was
along.
Slurm all along.
They keep just going back to drinking the slurm even though they know. Ugh.
We should watch Human Nature.
Human nature.
You-
We should watch
you-
Human nature.
Hello, would you like to watch the,
The
human
madness is setting in.
nature?
We should watch Futurama. Oh, my cheeks hurt from smiling.
I had a great time.
No.
It was good.
It
I'm
was
just
so
happy
fun.
for fish.
I'm happy for Fish too. I think that
I'm happy
Fish
for
got
all of you.
what Fish needed.
And I did love that we got a little scene at the end where I did get to recognize you.
Yeah.
Hug
It
and
was really sweet.
got fondled.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
I
I
got-
felt you.
I got grambles.
I like to
The
imagine,
eyes
like,
are just like,
the background music that was happening, like the tone, if this was a film. It was like
It
a
is.
horse girl movie, you know? Like that moment.
Yeah, it's
to, like-
Bryan Adams at the end of
Yeah.
Spirit, telling him the song.
Yeah, like there's a gold light over everything.
What's the song? Oh, okay.
Oh, baby, do you know what that's
Okay,
right?
yeah. Exactly. It's just it goes from like Jaws and being super suspenseful and me freaking out and swimming to
Yeah, there's like a
The
flute
slow
as
of,
you
like-
fall, and then it becomes beautiful and magical.
I love this idea that like, I love the imagery of thinking about the caldera after it's submerged and just like dark water with a little bit of light coming through and then just like glints of gold coins that are like floating as it sinks.
Like Goldschlager.
Like Goldschlager. It's like looking through a dark bottle of Goldschlager.
we were talking about making a gold brine drink.
Yeah, my suggestion was Goldschlager and pickle juice.
I think this is the sound ever since you said annihilation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kept playing in my head.
But the
when you
bear,
were- yeah.
the bear makes a different sound because it's the woman screaming.
Yeah.
It is very eerie.
I also love the idea of you guys going on to become like Leviathan rights activists. Oh God.
When you
yeah.
asked us what we were doing, I was like, there's two things. Like, I could open up a Leviathan sanctuary, and then I was like, I could also become a mad dictator or despot of my own island.
Yeah.
Start your
Blossom.
own cult, you know?
It does
Yeah, I
open
think
up the
Blossom would do
possibility
that.
because
Oh,
you
you could
kind
make a
of
cult
like
of
for the first time at the end of that campaign, they're surrounded by Leviathans and nobody's taking like madness tokens or rolling against them. Like, what if it's like a curse that the Leviathans are doing because of their like treatment? You know,
What if-
like
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the what if of maybe it's something that Goldbrine had done to Deep Jenny in, storing his treasures there. Maybe there was something else at play that he was it was like his madness spreading through everything.
Maybe that altar he put there is like the core of it.
So, can we get some spoilers now? Like between, like what's the whole deal with Whirling Jack and Deep Jenny?
So I like to think that they're the two gods of this world, like the two actual gods of this world.
Yeah.
And that Deep Jenny is that Leviathan, and she's sort of like the goddess of the sea and its currents, the sea. But Whirling Jack is basically everything else, like storms and skies. And I like to think that in that final moment, the final moment of the last episode, where you're on Deep Jenny's back in the caldera and the moon is overhead, the moon is actually like Whirling Jack is the moon of this place, which is why he controls the tides and how the two are related to one another. And carries storms to and fro with his presence moving around the planet. And over the years, people have just kind of attributed that to, like, oh, this is the storm sky and this is the water lady. When in reality, they are actual beings who have like divine power, but not
omnipresence.
Yeah, exactly. Deep Jenny is getting close though, with all of her watchful eyes. I also like to think it didn't come up, but those of you that were growing eyes and could see out of them, Deep Jenny could also see out of them. And it's like how she kind of gathers information from around the world. So like Four Eyes Lem's fourth eye was her watching all the time, which is why the island started getting faster as you guys were getting closer, because she could tell that you were approaching because she was watching through you guys.
Ew.
I'll maintain an eye patch over my shoulder eye.
Hell yeah.
You gotta cut Mark's nipple eye out.
It's just gonna keep growing back.
I love that you guys became a wrestling federation. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, 2 guesses how this pirate campaign ends. You will not get it.
Every once in a while, Blossom can like shiv someone in the ring.
Yeah.
We ever want to do a one-shot, that could be
die,
fun.
it's
Oh,
like,
it's definitely
A one-shot heist wrestling thing, like we set up the wrestling thing while doing a heist in the background.
Dude, honestly, fucking wrestling matches on a pirate ship would be sick as fuck. Like, you're in a harbor town, a ship pulls up, and it just starts, like, blaring wrestling sounds and stuff. You get the board for so many, like, silver or whatever, and then you just watch a wrestling match. That'd be sick.
We do have
So
to paint the
sick.
ship up to look, like, ostentatious.
Oh, yeah.
there's a
The SS
specific
ostentatious.
Yeah.
I like it.
there's a specific
We
wrestling
do
group.
have to change the name of the ship now, too.
Yes.
The rings.
The One Ring.
One ring to boast them all.
It's like Combat Zone or something. There's like a different wrestling group that does shows, but they do like geek shit at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like stapling shit to themselves, or they'll like
Just the
put a
backyard
bunch of
wrestling stuff.
Yeah, they'll put like broken glass in the ring and that kind of shit. I feel like every other stop you guys have one of those where it's like there's real harm, but we live in a world with health potions and stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I've got a recipe.
Yeah, that's true. You can use the blood from
yeah.
the stage to make
Yeah.
the potions.
Woof.
Gross.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, this was really fun. I'm very excited to come back to Daggerheart again in the near future.
I'm just excited about that campaign.
Yeah, me too.
Like, what's built up from it. Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
really good.
Do we want to talk about the homebrew rule that you and Sam had come up with for crits?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a thing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
I think
So
it's
that's
still
when-
just on my phone.
When one of us rolls a crit, then and the allies get a spotlight. Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
so rules as written in Daggerheart, it's like you can use the allies in combat, but you use them narratively. It's less like there's a stat block, and it's more like this person is gonna like step forward and grab the guy and give you a d6 to hit him and like make him vulnerable or whatever. But I like the idea of, because there are stat blocks that could be used as NPCs, I like the idea of them actually being able to act. So we came up with an idea called Morality. Or Morale. Just Morale. And I wrote it down somewhere. Here it is, morale points. So each time the players crit, the GM gains a morale token. And morale tokens can be spent by the GM or by the players to spotlight an ally in combat. And there will probably be like a max of 12, the same way that there is with fear. And I'll just have like a separate tracker. I'm going to build a new fear tracker too for the next campaign, something a little more thematic.
Kind of like industrial looking, or fantasy industrial looking.
It'll be fantasy still. The whole vibe is, when you guys can know this, thanks for being a patron. The vibes of the next campaign are very much inspired by the sort of like dark fantasy stuff that's going on, which I know is rooted in a lot of AI, but I've seen a lot of, I'm talking more like what that is based on. So like 80s fantasy.
Like Beastmaster, like
The Dark Crystal.
like Dragon Slayer, like Lady Hawk.
Yeah, very, very like classic fantasy in aesthetic, but modern fantasy in terms of like narrative and storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've already had our session 0, and we have a unique way that we're going to build characters within the narrative, like we did with Sparkwind with D&D, but we're doing like a Daggerheart version that I think honestly lends itself better to that idea because of the nature of having cards for your character sheet and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. I've already got Sam's character intro written. And
Very cool.
yeah.
I'm excited.
Do you see that they're remaking Deathstalker?
It's remade.
Yeah, it's already done. It's out with
Yeah.
Daniel Barnhart.
What's that?
Daniel Barnhart is the main dude.
Oh, I did. I saw that it was.
It's like a
I feel like I just saw that the
action
other day.
stunt dude.
Wait, does that?
Also, I know about it, and I just couldn't remember like who.
Or
was in
Bernhardt,
it.
I guess is his name.
Oh, also, I wanted to show. I was telling you about that Nintendo cartoon where like every voice for these Nintendo characters is completely bananas.
Has never diminished. Just doing my duty, Your Highness. You fought
Your
bravely and well.
Highness?
A pleasure to serve you.
Jesus.
You've been on anchor in a long and terrible storm.
I know.
I know.
Wait, who was that last one?
It's supposed to be Simon Belmont.
I know.
I was like, did they just grab whoever was around?
Yeah, they grabbed whoever was in the studio that day.
Marvin, you come over here.
That literally sounded like a dude trying to do an impression of Gaston when he says "I know" during the Lafitte song.
I know.
I know.
Anyway, ridiculous.
Fascinating.
But yeah, I do want to see that Deathstalker remake because I actually
It
bought.
looks cool.
I got Deathstalker.
Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw this recently too, and I don't.
I bought the
It must have been on
original for like $3 on Vudu the other day, so I haven't
yeah.
watched it recently, but I've got it if we ever want to watch the original terrible Deathstalker movie.
Hell yeah.
The main actor, though, Daniel Bernhardt, he's one of those guys that, like, once you look at him, you're like, oh, I recognize that guy. But if you try to think of from what, you know.
Yeah, very character actor.
Yep.
Hell yeah. But yeah, the next thing, it's going to be dark fantasy vibes. I have made a lot of music for it already that I like a lot. If you've been watching Level Up Kitchen from Fablefire, then you've heard some of it.
I have.
Very fun stuff, by the way.
Well, thank you.
There's always a puppy of some kind featured.
Yeah. It'd be weird if there wasn't with how many puppies there are around. Well, hell yeah. I think this was a very fun time. I feel like that was the perfect amount of GOLDBRINE'S grave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Optimal. An optimal.
I know it took us a while to kind of get through it because we had a lot of breaks in the middle of it, but
Yeah, a lot of scheduling things, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Life has been weird for all of us.
honestly, it's a great way to
October was, whew.
Yeah.
It's a great way to learn a system though, because for me, like each time we would have like a 2-week break, the days leading up to having a session again, I would just like thumb through the book and then catch something that I was like, oh, I've been doing that wrong, or like, oh, I should implement this. This would fit here.
I still think it's funny that there's like things in my class that I still never used.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, before we go, there are some things that we didn't get super, like, this was a very targeted campaign in that there was a goal set to achieve, and you did so. But in doing so, we didn't delve too much into like character backstories and things. So if there's anything you guys would like to share that didn't come up about your character that was in their backstory, we can do that now. Like Fish's whole thing was unsaid.
Yeah, Fish came from like a nomadic group that like lived on a big raft that just like floated along the ocean, and they raised leviathans. And then the government of the space saw an opportunity, like, oh yeah, we could use that.
Yeah, this is a Leviathan farm, a Leviathan oil farm. A Leviathan oil farm.
So there was like an uprising that led to like all of the children of this space just getting kind of floated out onto smaller rafts, and then Fish just kind of bounced from pirate party to pirate party.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Just like seeing an entire village with just child-filled rafts floating out from it.
Yeah.
This diaspora.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's heartbreaking.
I like to imagine there were like Leviathans that like made the currents to carry the children to you off to safety.
Cute.
I would have made a Leviathan sanctuary. I think Blossom would have done that, and then just been a crazy despot as well.
Hell yeah.
Invented guns, created a solid gold AK-47.
My mom is really into genealogy and stuff, and she found like the story of one of our like ancestors.
Was a Leviathan farmer.
Where like they were going to inherit like some land and a big house and all that, but then had a bunch of step brothers and sisters that like tried to murder them, so the nanny snuck them out onto a boat, and the sea captain like raised that person, and they came to America.
What?
So,
That's rad as hell. I didn't know that was based off of a true story. That's dope.
Wild.
So that was Rix's backstory.
That's neat.
And so just was raised by a sea captain and just bounced around and had basically went from pirate crew to pirate crew.
That's so cool.
That's intense.
That's rad.
My grandpa got smuggled out of Hungary in like a hay truck.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I had a whole other name written somewhere. I remember I had that last name that was like Singletary was that family name.
That's neat. That's so cool.
That's rad. I think we got
We
CGs.
went into mine, yeah. But for anyone who didn't get it when it was blurted out, his actual name is Paul Pawl Whiskerton.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But named after Paul Bearer, right?
No.
No.
I was just trying to think of like funny
That's why I
names for
was like,
cats.
when we were carrying the thing, I was like, we're Paul Bearers.
But
But also, yeah, that's
yeah.
That
We
was
were
that's
Paul Bearers, and
Yeah.
Paul Bearer was
Paul
Bearer.
Bearers.
and you're
Oh.
and
I did not
bears
say
have
that.
paws. Also,
Bears have
What about
paws.
Blossom? Like we touched a little bit on the
Blossom
commune.
was just from a hippie ass commune where everybody was always naked and was loving and communed with nature a shit ton, and for whatever reason Blossom just had a horrible bloodlust that could not be seen and was not welcome among the community.
I love that idea that it's like it's not like something.
Stop it.
It's like so many people in literature. It's like, oh, and then this happened, and that's why. But just like, no, it was just like always there.
Born different was
Born
really
different.
still loved her their fish dearly because they had this giant sturgeon when they're little or whatever, but like was just a psycho.
Yeah.
So joined a pirate crew.
I love that for her.
Who knows? Something probably happened as a kid, I'm guessing.
It was the
Did
fish.
fish remind you of your fish?
I think so.
Probably.
At one point, I don't know why, I caught a
The
tuna.
tuna.
Yeah. I caught a tuna that
Looking for blood for
that
the
was dying. Somebody killed it, I guess.
I tried to heal
Len
it, but it
did.
didn't work.
Yeah. Len killed it.
I think so. Yeah.
Len
Len
thought
killed-
it was fish.
Right.
And then fish shows up as an albatross, pecks at it.
Something else
and
in the water attacked it,
kills-
I think.
That's right. That's right.
Because we were already hurting the tuna because we were trying to get its blood. And so that's the whole reason fish jumped in the first place and then got attacked by eels.
It went too
The
far.
eels
I
killed
went
it.
too far. I could have given up so much earlier.
I think it went exactly as it needed to.
I remember you were like, I need to test the boundaries of this game.
Well, yeah,
How
I couldn't
easy can
because-
I die?
Sometimes, like, it really feels like you can't even fucking hit me. Like, we're fucking good. We're crushing.
I feel like that's also like another thing that there's in D&D. There's that safety net of like when my hit points reach 0, then I start making death saving throws. But that doesn't happen in Daggerheart. It's just like if you lose your hit points, you either choose to go unconscious or you die in that moment. So in a way, it's like more lenient, but depending on the situation, could be much worse.
And yeah, I found every boundary of that.
I do want to say I was looking to try to make someone my second in command, and then I just gave up on that.
Totally
Mark,
fair.
question mark becomes your second in command, almost certainly.
Four Eyes Lim would do a good job.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart, but
But not a player character.
Yeah, it was Barnabas right up until he got murdered.
Yeah.
Maybe Mark can be the cook. He can use his Undertaker skills to.
Serve us formaldehyde? Like,
he can dress an animal like
I'll
no
give
other.
him the recipe for health potions, you know?
There you go.
He's dealt with blood before.
Anyone
Yeah.
we kill in the ring, he can turn them
some.
into health potions.
He has a mop that he wrings out.
oh.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for joining us for the final Chaos Hours of Goldbrine's Grave. We'll see you for Sparkwind Season 2 in January, and then more Daggerheart after that.
Woo!
Bye!
Are we still gonna do that Dungeon Crawler Carl thing too?